If you got into Star Wars collecting in the last few years, you can still easily track down nearly every big HasLab model Hasbro has made. The Razor Crest, the Ghost, the ones after them. They were made in far bigger numbers, and across the globe, the Ghost still goes for around what it cost new. Even the priciest of them runs a few hundred above retail, not thousands. With a bit of patience, they're within reach. All except one, the first one. Jabba's sail barge. It was the first HasLab Hasbro ever ran, back in 2018. The smallest run of the lot, and it never came back. The rest of the world got an official 400 units, across 13 countries, gone in 12 minutes. A new collector's only route to one today is the aftermarket, at $2,000 or $3,000, if they can find or afford it at all. So here's what this is actually about. I think Hasbro should reopen the Barge as a made-to-order pre-order on Hasbro Pulse. Not the old HasLab campaign run again, but something close to it, with one crucial difference. No backer target, no unit limit, so everyone who orders in the window gets one. A fresh paint job on the original mould, so it's clearly its own thing. And a 2018 Barge stays a 2018 Barge, offered with the reach every HasLab since has had, on Pulse and through the usual retail partners. So the rest of the world finally gets a fair chance. That's the whole ask, and if you already own one, nothing here costs you a thing. Let me show you why. Stay with me. There are two main groups in this debate: the people who landed a Barge in 2018, and the far larger group who wanted one and got nothing. The money just wasn't there that spring. Or they lived somewhere that was never allowed to back it, or the hobby hadn't found them yet. Same result. They are now stood outside a door that for many permanently closed 8 years ago. Let me talk to the owners first, because the worry is fair. You put real money into something you were promised was special, back when plenty of people called it daft. Some of you are the reason it exists at all. So when someone floats Hasbro running it again, of course it stings. That isn't greed. It's a promise that feels shaky. And I'd feel it too. So here is why the ask protects you, not threatens you. Nobody's asking Hasbro to reprint your exact Barge. A made-to-order variant is a different model, marked as the second voyage. First off, the line stays yours. That first run is what holds an original's value. And a clearly different version can't touch it. I won't promise the resale market never twitches, because markets never move that neatly. But 30 years of reissues say the original doesn't crater. And Hasbro has already tried this exact thing. In the G.I. Joe line, they reopened a HasLab vehicle as a made-to-order variant, a different deco, and the original held up fine. It wouldn't only sell to the people who were locked out, either. Plenty of owners would want a second, one to open and display, with the original kept boxed. And these are big, fragile models. Break apart today, and there is no spare to send you. Your only fix is buying a whole second Barge at aftermarket prices for one piece. A fresh run helps puts that right. So, reopening tooling costs real money, and a run of a vehicle quite this size is quite an ask. Hasbro hasn't agreed to any of it and might never. It's a tall ask, but a tall ask isn't an unreasonable one, and reasonable asks, carried by enough people in good faith, get heard. There's one group I won't leave out: the people paying $2,000 or $3,000 on the aftermarket right now, just to get one. If that's you, fair play, but you have paid a toll none of us should have faced, and if you're on the far side of that door for any reason, the price, the postcode, or just turning up late, you're no less of a fan. You take one the moment it opened, and in a question about who gets to decide, that is standing enough. So whichever side you're on, if you've got a view, say it. Keep it about the idea, not the person. We can do this like adults who happen to love the same glorious ship. Use the same tag every time, so it stacks into one signal. Hashtag, bring back the Barge, no spaces. Who decides if the Barge sails again? Right now, nobody has. that's not the end of this. It's the start, and the answer is up to us whether enough of us are willing to stand up and be counted. So let's find out how many of us there are.